And here for you, some Call of Duty Black Ops 2 playing some Domination, this time on the map Meltdown using the MSMC submachine gun. This is an older gameplay, it's from a few Prestiges ago, but I'm playing with a full party of subscribers, or nearly a full party, I can't remember. And it's one of those gameplays where I just get a ridiculously high KD, and I wasn't using like any real lethal score streaks to help me do that. You know, I have the Hellstorm missile, that's it. I don't have like, Lodestar dogs, and I still get like a 34 or 32, something like that KD, and it's really good. I think you guys will enjoy it. But, gameplay aside, welcome to this week's episode of Dear Nero. It's a weekly series here on my channel where you guys send me in fan mail, fan questions if you will. I feel as though it's a good question, an entertaining question, I will go ahead and answer it. Let's hop on this with the first question. He writes, Dear Nero. With more information about the next generation of games coming out at E3 this month, are there any guns that you're specifically looking forward to in the next Call of Duty? Love your videos, Ethan from Ohio. So this is something I've been pleading for since like 2009, and I want more World War II guns in Call of Duty. I do. For me, like Black Ops 1, there was an entire mission in the campaign where you went back to World War II, and there was STG-44s, there was MP-40s, there was Mosin Nagants, there was Kar-98Ks. There was all these different World War II guns in that mission, but they still did not include any of them in the multiplayer. But I won from COD Ghosts, and I mean, we've seen every modern gun so far. I mean, from what I've heard, COD Ghost is going to be set in the future, but it's going to use like guns we have around today. And chances are, most of those guns we've already seen in Call of Duty. Of course, there's going to be a couple new ones, but that we haven't seen in Call of Duty before. But why not just throw in some World War II guns, right? Why not have a mission in a campaign where you find like this old stash, like you go into a gun store or something, and there are like Mosin Nagants, or there's a Thompson in there, or there's, an STG or whatever. Get some World War II guns in there. I think it'd be a neat thing. It'd be one of those things where you see like everyone usually running around with these modern guns with like no recoil, and then you get the really sweet players running around with like, I don't know, and then $1 grand. It'd be neat. I think there should be World War II guns in the next Call of Duty. Just my thought. Next question. He writes, Dear Nero, I'm trying out the YouTube life at the moment, but I don't seem to be getting a lot of attention for the quality and time I put into my videos. Basically, how can I get more attention on YouTube? So this guy neglected to leave his name, but I did check out his channel, and I'll give him this. He's sort of just starting out. He has a lot better editing than I had when I first started out, so that's one thing he's got going for him. But this particular YouTuber, you've only done 8 videos in the 3 weeks that you've had your channel, which is decent, but you need daily content, because when you're a small channel, you're going to want to post as many videos as you can, so you have, basically it's a numbers game, right? The more videos you have, then that's the more videos that people can find. And the more videos of you that people can find, the more chance that you're going to have of those people subscribing to you and maybe becoming a regular viewer, right? You're going to need tons of videos. Also, not a single one of your 8 videos that you've posted is commentated. And you do have decent editing, and the song selection you use in all your videos it's pleasant. It's pleasant music. It's not like, overpowering dubstep or like really loud rock music or anything. It's like nice, gentle, easy to listen to music, but still, there's no commentary. People want to know about you. I mean, this isn't 2006. You need commentary. People want to know about you, right? They want to know about you, your personality. Maybe make them laugh a little bit. Maybe share a story. Maybe give your thoughts, opinions on things, and people will like you. Right now they don't know anything about you. Those, I think you have 30 subscribers already. So you need to commentate. You need to post more videos. That's my advice to you. It's really hard. YouTube's hard to grow. I mean, people act like YouTube's the easiest thing in the world, especially people like I talk to in real life. Oh yeah, you do YouTube. It's so damn easy. All you do is play video games. God damn, you have no idea how difficult YouTube is. But it is. It's difficult. People don't understand that, and it takes a lot to grow. It really does. So my advice to you is to make as many videos as possible and make sure each one is better than the one that you posted before it. Next question. He writes, Dear Nero, I have been playing Call of Duty for a while now, and I have a terrible win-loss ratio. I have friends, but none of them are good at Call of Duty, and I am too shy and scared to give my gamer tag to random people. What do I do? Well, sir, who also neglected to leave his name, leave your names in here. It makes me feel better when I can like address you, even if it's just your first name, like John or Tim or Sally or something. I don't know. But either way, so your win-loss ratio is pretty bad, and you have a couple friends, but they're also pretty bad, and you're too afraid to like play with other people because you're just shy. One, don't be shy. It's the internet. I mean, what are they going to do? The beauty of the internet is you don't have to worry about being shy, because the internet, it's all about your personality and who you are. If you go to your school, someone may not like you because of the way you look, or the way you act, or the way you dress, or the people you associate with, or number of reasons. Real life sucks, right? But here on the internet, you can do whatever the hell you want. You can be whoever the hell you want. And if you're a genuinely nice person, people are gonna like you. It's not a big deal. So you can just play with random people. Like, you can leave your gamer tag in the comments of my videos here, and you can go ahead and have people add you from that, or just mainly just man up. If your friends aren't that good, make them better. Introduce them to NerosCInema here on YouTube. That might help them out. Or I don't know, just maybe you yourself aren't that great of a Call of Duty player. Like, I'm sitting here thinking, I've invested way more time in the Call of Duty than any of you have. I guarantee that's a fact. And I think even I could hold over, at least, I think I could honestly hold a 2.0 win-loss ratio by myself, only playing solo. I don't think it would be all too difficult, really. I think it comes down to, if you want your win-loss ratio to go up, try and play with a couple people and stop rage quitting. Rage quitting it's a loss every time you do that. So just try not to do that, and I think you'll improve. You'll improve. Things will get better. But yeah, you don't need to be so shy. It's the internet, and people don't judge you as much as they do in real life. Next question, he writes, Dear Nero, you always seem to remain extremely calm throughout your gameplay, even though you were killed off a long kill streak or something that you shouldn't have died from. I'm pretty bad at remaining calm in those situations. Would you be able to give any advice on the subject? I know it's just a game, and knowing that helps me stay calm, but sometimes I forget and I get way too into it. Thanks, Brennan from Utah. See, this guy left his name. I like when they leave the name. So getting killed off a kill streak, there's no way to stay calm for that. I don't stay calm from that. You see me in my gameplays. These aren't live commentaries. If this were live commentary, like, I'll be sitting here talking about freaking, I don't know, COD Ghost and dying off like a, one off a nuclear or something in a gameplay. And I won't even acknowledge it. I'll just keep talking about COD Ghost. But if it were a live commentary, it'd be something similar to, fuck this, fuck that shit, fuck that fucking camper, fuck his family, fuck anyone he has ever met, fuck him. It would be bad. Because there's no, I'm the same way as you. At Call of Duty, it's a competitive environment. You're trying your best. And when someone shuts you down off that kill streak, it's almost like you get in your head like that person knows what they have done, when chances are they're just walking along and you happen to see you and just happen to shoot you. But you're thinking in your head that player thinks he's better than you. You're thinking that player is got his sweet revenge finally, takes you off your kill streak. That player all these things in your head, when in reality it's really nothing. But just, if you die off a kill streak, you're like, God damn, I died off my kill streak. It's just how it goes, and there's no real advice to it. There's nothing really wrong with it, unless you're like, I don't know, breaking holes in your wall, then that'd be a bad thing. But there's no real way to get over something similar to that. So let's see if we got another question here. I think we got one more question. I'm trying to answer as fast as I can. He writes, Dear Nero, a common question I hear is, what would you do if you weren't on YouTube? You've said many times that you love what you do here on YouTube, which is commentating. You also said many times that you love sports and you love talking about sports and stats and stuff like that. So have you ever considered being a sports commentator? I know this doesn't have to be on Dear Nero, but I'm just curious. So I'm going to answer this real quickly. Being an actual commentator in on TV, like what you see on ESPN, or being a commentator at like a football stadium or something like that, requires a ridiculous amount of training to your voice and speaking lessons, and that is stuff I don't have. I may seem interesting to you, but if you sit me down next to, I don't know, freaking Mike and Mike in the Morning, they're a sports radio show, if you guys haven't heard of them. If you sit me down next to them, I'm gonna seem like the biggest freaking amateur in the world. And hell, if you sit me down next to Woody's gamer tag, I'm gonna seem like an amateur. He's much more clear with his voice. He elaborates very quickly and very eloquently. And I just don't have that yet. But I'm definitely better than when I first started on YouTube. I hope you guys all enjoyed this week's episode of Dear Nero. If you did, please leave a rating where you guys feel the video deserves. And you guys like your question featured on next week's episode of Dear Nero, simply send me a personal message here on YouTube with the tagline reading Dear Nero. If it's a good question, an entertaining question, I'll go ahead and answer it. And don't be afraid to send them in, because we're not getting a whole lot of them as of late. I'm wondering if Dear Nero is starting to slowly halt. I'm hoping not. So hope you guys all enjoyed. Or leave a rating. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day.